It's another episode of the Lively podcast. And today we are going to have a conversation that lots of you have been asking for. This one has to do with the clergy versus the laity. I want to add, amongst the two in the church community, who is most important? That is not part of the topic I was given. But between the two, who do you think is most important? On this conversation today, we have Vrs. You all know Vrs, right? And then
this for my name, for the cameras, my name.
I'm sorry, that's Elvis.
Thank you.
And that's Luis. Luis is doing very well. I have to commend him. I think this year he's been here twice.
New year, new me. Yeah.
It's amazing. Keep it up, my brother. Keep it up. We have Alfred from St. I keep on forgetting your church's name.
Wow.
St. John the Evangelist.
Okay.
It used not to be, in the lines, but these days that's a more prayer somewhere, whatever. And then my executive producer, Mr. Charles Ediakusi. Our guest for today is the pastor of St. Francis of Assisi Catholic Church. It's now a diocesan parish. It used to be an SMA And our guest is also the president of the Accra Archdiocesan Priest Association. Yeah. He's a big man. No, he's a big man, man. Help me welcome very Reverend Father Stephen Ahorlu.
Henry.
Let's give me one applause. Father, you're welcome to the Bible podcast.
Thank you.
How is?
I thought you welcome you there. Yes.
You see, also you're a big man. He's the all the priests in the archdiocese, I'm a president. Just Emmanuel Mary. Father Obin Kujo. Obviously, you know Father Emmanuel Obin Kujo. I say no. But you know Father Cross. I say yes. Yeah, so he's the president of all the priests. Father, how we welcome you to the Bible podcast, Luis.
Wow.
Welcome, Father. No, you have to go that way. So, Father, you punch his palm. You punch.
Oh, okay.
And then.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
Wow.
So, great.
Then
No.
you open, then I punch again.
Oh, okay.
And then a la pustic, a la
Nice
interesting.
one. That's the Bible greetings on the Bible podcast.
Okay.
It used to be that. We changed it.
And we change it. Yeah. My name is Kofi Tagbo, and today, Father, welcome to the Bible podcast. This is your first time on our Bible podcast.
Yes.
We are happy to have you.
Where were you?
Where were you? You didn't call him and he didn't come. What was he saying?
This is our Ben. But Father, how is Boche? How is the Boche community like?
Oh, Boche is
how are
charming.
they warming up to?
Oh, it's just exciting over there. The people are ready to let things move on. So it's just wonderful being in Boche.
Will you be able to tell us why? What is the process that goes into changing the? Oh no! Like changing the.
Additional purposes.
What's it called?
From a religious.
From a religious.
society to
To what goes into it?
Well, you see, this is an archdiocese.
Okay.
And all the parishes, normally we have diocesan priests who man a parish. Because there may be shortage of personnel, the bishop could invite other religious groups to come and man a parish.
Okay.
And depending on what kind of agreement the bishop has with those religious organizations, it could depend on how they come in and go. Yes. So I don't know what agreements the Archdiocese of Accra has with that congregation, the SMEs.
Okay.
But it is his right to hire and fire anytime. But depending
To hire and fire.
depending on what kind of agreement, then it will shape how the relationship would be, you know. Yes.
So some people have been fired, but is there any? Allow me, please. But anyway, Father, today's conversation has to do with clergy and then religious. I mean, the laity.
Yeah.
But before that, I know that the Methodist leadership of the Methodist Church have come out with a communication on this thing that happened between woman and the clergy
In an open forum.
in an open forum. How do you guys react to it, Charlie? We are not bashing anyone, but how do you react to it? Supposing it was your church, St. Patrick, and then
Can I go first?
you want to go first,
we are
please,
thinking about
Executive Director, please go first.
No, I think that, why is it trending?
Mm-hmm.
Because maybe people saying go like, yes, say it. But a lot of times people don't understand how churches run. So they are sitting behind and they are pointing fingers. I work in my church's finance committee, so I know firsthand some of these things. You are there giving up your best work and the people are there pointing fingers at you. It can interest you to know that Yakopo is share na infant say bia what's not Chantella what talk before.
Sorry, not to, and I
So it's very easy to sit back and say that the church is not doing, the church is doing, but the same person would also complain the church doesn't have money to do X or Y. So to me, I feel like it's come from somebody who is afar and pointing fingers at the church. If that person gets close to church leadership, Obehun said sebe, Odi Nkwasi asem.
Oh, the 777 was 12. But please, let it be on record that Chantal got a shout out on the Lively podcast. Yeah.
Kofi, I think if I am in that position or looking at the situation, many a times we attack personalities, not issues. If you look at the video, the attack was directly towards the pastor, not to the issue.
And he did well. Like, he still allowed her to flow.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So attacking the
You want to say Spirit of God in the clarity. Oh, flow. And I blow. Flow and I blow.
I can't blow, sir. If I can't flow,
So like I was saying, when there is an issue, I have learned from one of my spiritual directors that you don't attack personalities, but you rather speak to the issue. You realize that if the pastor didn't react properly, it would have gone out of context.
exactly.
So many a times we put in our emotions, forgetting that there are people who are also looking up to us. If there is an issue, Father is here. I should not be attacking Father, but rather the issue that has happened. It happens in two ways. The same thing that when it happens, Father should not be attacking me, but the issue. But we forget that and leave that and rather attack the personality, leaving out the issue. At the end of the day, it is not resolved. And it takes external people to get the issue resolved.
What if the issue and the personality has metamorphosed?
but first, you attack the issue first before the personality comes in.
So in ADR, they say, so they say separate the person from the issue.
Yeah.
So totally, whatever be the case, just separate a matter fast cry.
And me na me can.
Separate.
Can we ya some?
Unya, right, would you want to talk on that or we go on to the
because
time?
I'm new to this. I haven't watched the video,
Okay.
so I'm learning from you.
Well, the only thing I'll say is that I don't think with the video when I watched it, it's neither here nor there. I understand where Charles is coming from, but sometimes people are emotional about a lot of things. Maybe they've gone through something, they're expecting some sort of support from the church, and it doesn't come, and they are, after everything I've done for the church, after everything I've been like, why is the church doing this? You get it? And I think that's where sometimes these spillover come from. So I don't see it as neither here nor there for me. I think the church must do more to try and then meet the people halfway. The people must also understand that the church does a lot more things than just their welfare issues. The church does a lot more than just the community based warfare issue. So just as Charles said, when you look at sometimes the finances, or when the priest or the priest like open up and then tell you that, Charlie, there's our finances. You okay, Father, how you actually running the church? Because scan you also, you understand. So
Oh,
I
as
think
a St. Agnes Catholic Church do ah. O show mo pa mo say Rade. Omu hia mo. St. Agnes, Papa Yesu buomo.
Amen. So I think parishioners and the lay faithful should be mindful when sometimes the support they are expecting is not coming, and the priest should also, priest also.
Obia say mo ya crofo robbers.
There may be information.
Let's come back to the topic. Now we go to Father.
Yes.
Father,
Yes.
The whole of priest no was say zo mirazo. Right, Father, between the clergy, let me ask the question well.
I thought you were coming to Father's take on the issue.
Oh, no.
Okay.
I don't want to put him in a compromising situation. He's a clergy. People can come at him at any time.
Okay.
But Father,
Yes.
can you as a clergy do without the laity?
Not at all. Not at all. But we need to put all of that into perspective. What is the understanding of the church when it comes to clergy and laity? During the Second Vatican Council, that concept was well defined.
Okay.
That when we talk about the church, we are meaning the people of God. And the people of God are made up of clergy and laity. And what is our common denominator is our baptism. That in our baptism, we share in the threefold ministry of Jesus Christ as priest, prophet, and king, but in its proper context. That there is things that the laity can do, there is something that the clergy can do. If we understand the whole ecosystem in that light, that we form the body of Christ, then we can collaborate in making sure that we promote what is essential, the body of Christ, and not division and say that I am this, you are that. But there are well-defined roles and functions for the laity and for the clergy. If we are all playing our roles well, life will be beautiful, and the church will be like what we've been reading this time during the Easter season about the first church, the community of God in the house of the apostles.
Now, you mentioned something that has drawn my mind. I didn't abet my mind to it. The roles of the clergy and then the roles of the laity. First, who are those who comprise of clergy and who are those who comprise of laity? I ask this because I think it would differ in churches. In another church, maybe a deacon, an elder. A deacon in another church is not someone who is ordained, right? In our case, so in our church, where does the clergy end? A seminarian, a catechist, a mass server, or laity. Where does laity start from and where does it end?
Okay, so I first of all gave that secular understanding of what a church is.
Yes.
We can also look at the hierarchical structure of what a church is. I, like Vatican II, I want to rather stress on the secular dimension of what a church is so that we all have a basic denomination. Okay, so when we look at the hierarchical structure, we will say that the laity form the base of that pyramid. Then after the laity, we come to the clergy. The base of the clergy will be the deacons.
Okay.
Then we have priests.
Okay.
We have bishops.
Okay.
And then you go up. In
So
that order.
until you are a deacon, until you are
Seminary and laity. That's what you want to.
that is so seminary.
Yes, seminary is a late.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. So now let's delve into the roles of laity and then the roles of the clergy that have been separated, such that if we play our roles so well, our ecosystem, our community will live harmoniously, in harmony.
Good.
and then bro, why you're what's it?
Oh, but harmoniously,
I'm not saying that.
But for that, yeah, me then,
Baby, Chantel and Daruma.
Still on the clarity on the rules, not even before the clarity, Father. You mentioned that deacons are at the bottom when it comes to the clergy.
The base.
The base when it comes to the clergy. Mpocho pa, with the greatest of respect, Mpocho pa. One Reverend Sister, our beloved Reverend Sister, see me. I do we still even have Reverend brothers?
Nanka.
Yes, we still do.
They are also societies that are just brothers.
After brother
Domino.
Domolabasa, you shut down.
Oh, no, lamplight, but they are all society that they are just brothers. They don't have priests.
Let me inform you. See,
Then I can be a brother.
Let me tell you that I have a friend who is a brother. You know, the one I spoke to you about.
Champion!
Society in America, they are just brothers. They don't have priests.
Father,
Yes.
we'll come into their roles.
Okay.
But
Yeah.
highlight on it for us.
Good.
Go into details, Pachopa.
Good. So you see, when we talk about the clergy, we are referring to those who are in holy orders.
Oh, okay.
Holy orders. So the deacon is in holy orders.
Okay.
The priest is in holy orders. The bishop is in holy orders. But the our sisters, reverend sisters, and the reverend brother, they are not in orders. So that is the basic distinction between the clergy and the laity. So even though we will say that technically they are part of the laity, because of their exalted role or position, we treat them as brothers and sisters of we the clergy. How we will relate with our fellow brother priests, we want to create that rapport because we work closely with them, the religious, the brothers, and then the sisters. So that is how it is.
Very interesting.
Yes.
Hey, I would go inside into details, but
They be best way.
yes, no, would have time and then go into it properly.
Yeah.
Okay.
But before, as I mentioned earlier, I think this guy's what he said is trying to get into my head.
Rofunana.
Time I'm fantina bamano pa. Master, so Father,
Yes.
what are the roles of the clergy? What are the roles of the laity?
Good.
Where don't they mix? Where do they mix? Similarities?
Good. So the role of the clergy is threefold. It's in the area of sanctification, it is in the area of governance, and it is the area of pastoral.
Okay.
Okay, these are the roles of the clergy.
Sanctification.
Sanctification is the celebration of the sacraments, where we receive grace to live this life. Then 2, we are pastoral people. We teach. We take care of the souls of people. Then the 3rd role is the governance, that we administer the goods of the church, how things should run in the church and all of that. These are the 3 roles of the clergy.
Okay.
The role of the laity is to help the clergy to run the church. And so it is more of a collaborative role. So in a nutshell, I'm sure we'll go into details, but in a nutshell, these are
Me
the
right
2
now,
distinctions.
I better be going into details.
for the sake of our non-Ghanaian viewers, I mean,
I would want us to go into details. Reason
Yes.
is because sometimes there is a feeling that this category of people are taking our work, right? And so as
can you be more specific?
good, so
And make it even more practical.
as laity, as a PYS or a PPC, we are in charge of maybe facilitating certain things, activities, drawing budgets, and all that. And then there is the parish priest who has GBBR. When we say GBBR in English, it means he has
Collect everything.
he has accumulated everything and has put on his boat. So kutu.
I mean, he's administering.
He's. So where do we draw the line?
Good.
It is for that reason that I'm asking the question.
Yes. First of all, we must understand that the church is made up of clergy and laity.
Sure.
The clergy cannot form the church alone. We need the collaboration of the laity to make the church complete. So the first thing is that there should be collaboration. But even in that collaboration, we must recognize that the pastor is put in charge. He is ultimately responsible. He is the juridic person. So if anything should happen, he is the one that will be held responsible. But if the pastor is a wise person, he will consult the laity because
Repeat that one for me. No, I want it on record. If the pastor is a wise person,
For the agenda,
because you see, the laity come to help the church with their variety of gifts, diverse expertise. So the priests must consult the laity in running the church. But we must say that ultimately it's the priest who is responsible. So you see, most parish councils, there is that cordial cooperation, consultation with the laity. But you see, sometimes there are frictions because there may be one or two issues that the priest will consult the parish council, but will take a different decision. Not because he wants to take a decision that is opposite what they have said, but because probably he may have some other information that he cannot divulge to them.
Okay.
You know, but those things happen just once in a while. But most of the time, it is the consensus that is built at the council that wins the day, and it's what governs the church. But so we also need to create that rapport that the laity can share their ideas with you freely as a priest, and be able to tell you that, Father, I don't agree with you on this, and these are my reasons. Then we should be good to go, because we are talking about the issues and not the person, like we saw in that Methodist video, you know.
Let me come to my brothers.
Now, what about us?
They must be my brothers. No, Okay, Kodo.
So, Father, I think what you have said is the ideal situation. So, I was hoping that on this podcast we can be real.
Yeah.
Because we know that sometimes it doesn't always happen like that.
Sure.
I have done church work for a number of times, worked across the various divides.
More than half of your life. Let's
I
go.
have interacted with a lot of priests, and I've come to realize that sometimes weaknesses of priests come to bear in how they govern.
Sure.
Some priests can be. Kofi said, "Say, how do
you say it in English, please?"
Kofi said that some priests can consolidate all power and all authority in themselves. And I've come to realize that maybe not necessarily because maybe they are bad people, but maybe that may be a weakness that they have. So I want us to navigate these waters, to give, our listeners, some practical insights into what they can do in those kind of situations.
So that's what I was going to ask. That as laity, we seated here, father excluded, do you think there are mechanisms, right? There are mechanisms in the church that allows us to put our priests in check? Are there mechanisms like that? Do you think
that is similar to what I'm saying, but it's not exactly what I'm saying. But
so that is why that's why I've opened it to your thoughts. Whether you think that there are mechanisms, maybe for what Elvis may think is a mechanism is not actually in actual sense.
To me, answering what you are saying now
Okay.
directly,
Let me answer first.
Go
Let
ahead.
me answer first.
Go ahead.
So I think it is very, for us, we've done church work for a very long time. So we know.
They have not done a long time.
he's a small boy. That's why.
Okay. Gen Z.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We've done church work for a very long time, so we know that there are mechanisms. I think we can easily attest to, and even mention some of the mechanisms to put
Do mention.
these priests in check. But I think it's not everyone in the church that knows this,
So
and
you,
that is why
I need you
it
to
is-
mention the
It
mechanisms.
is very
for me.
easy. Relax. That is why it is very easy for like tension to like
Rise.
and then simmer in the church when they feel the priest is doing too much. What you be abominable or yes say final authority. I think that is why, because an issue happened in a church and the people who had concerns, they didn't know that these were the mechanisms.
Yeah.
They didn't know that they had to go above the priest and then go and see the dean of the deanery.
Yeah.
If that didn't work, they didn't know they had to go and see maybe the bishop or even the chancellor.
general.
You get it? They didn't know that there are a lot more people above the priest that they could see to bring
Address
some
the
finality
issue,
and
yeah.
address some of the issues. But we know, or I know, I know because I've
I
done.
want to chichiri we now. I'm going to tally.
Enye easy.
Oh, challenge! I'm never born in Chemo. Why?
So I think we know, but I think on the priest side, I don't think they are making some of these things known to the church that when there's an issue, go and see this. If it doesn't work, go and see this. I think that's where the lacuna is.
If it were to
The
be
what?
you.
That's what the what?
Lacuna.
Hey. Okay.
If it were to be you, Calbeca.
Oh no, me I know what.
So
to do.
what are your I need,
that's what I said.
Okay.
So let me come in.
Come in.
I was going to say that, the question that you're asking, of course, the Catholic Church has a mechanism. The Catholic Church
That
is
is
the
the
most
Catholic
structured
Church.
organization in the
In
whole
the
wide
world.
Yes.
in the whole wide world.
Solid.
So of course,
in mass.
we have 2,000 years. We have
Charlie.
And
a mechanism for everything.
Yeah.
Okay.
However, like Lewis is saying, information. Some people don't know what those mechanisms are. Some people don't want to use those mechanisms.
Yes.
Because it's easier to gossip about father than to actually do something about it. Or some people,
Feel it's too long.
they don't care much enough about the church to actually go through the
Some also think,
the process.
back I'm going to so a priest.
Madam for no.
Madam for no. Father Cas only we are an
I
auntie.
don't know, but come here.
What's up, no?
Part two.
But some of no, I need what I need you guys to do right now. All right.
So,
Okay.
Father,
Yes.
I don't know if
Are you answering my question? You're asking?
I'm asking
Asking questions.
a rhetorical question, and then I would answer in the sense that
Who there to
you
ask?
see, some of these measures, checks and balances, sometimes are region specific. I don't know. I stand to be corrected. In the US, I learned that priest theirs is to celebrate mass, and then you go. But the administration of the church is different. That's what I'm asking. You see, in Ghana or in Africa, our setting is a bit different from the European setting, in the sense that in Europe or in the Western world, as a priest, you go and celebrate mass, and then you take whatever you're supposed to take. But the managing the church, administering the affairs of the church is left for certain people to do. Is the duty is reserved for certain people. So I think maybe based on what has happened before, they've also put in measures to regulate it in a way. Here's the case where I want to cite an example, especially even with the laity. It will surprise you to know that somebody says that, I've been giving offering for years. But when it comes to communion, you tell me that I can't take it. Somebody in the laity is saying that. And he's accusing the priest because the priest says that sacrament, you are not ready to receive that sacrament. But you are taking my offering. But do communion, I will say, because no, people have different kinds of perceptions.
Offering there for sales of one fan bar so
No, so you see, so this is it. So when it comes to the rules, I think that our setting is a bit different, and it makes room. Oh, somebody sees the priest, holds the priest in high esteem, so that the priest is ordained. the priest
Can
has
never be wrong. Or
yes, he has the moral obligation to do things right because he stands in persona Christi. So then, if he's doing the wrong thing, so for there, you can't be doing this. You understand? So people hold our priest in high esteem. So then,
Rita, mommy, cup break bring me card, yellow and red card. I'll be giving the question. You are taking me back to words. Master,
no, wait. That's what I'm saying.
answer my question.
You see,
I have answered your question.
he said something rhetorical. Meanwhile, there wasn't any rhetorical.
Rhetorical
You allowed
inside.
him, and he's there.
Hey, no, stop it, no.
What?
Master, wait. Hey, you're on 3 minutes break. Father,
Yes.
I have cut him because I want to come to you
Yes.
and ask, what are you know? Are you part of the hierarchy that? No, I mean, is it on that hierarchy of taking complaints? Is there a suggestion box at the archdiocese that you can write a letter or something? What are the ways that the church has put in place for
us to follow?
to
Okay.
follow?
Good. All right. So,
Take it from the priest too.
like Louis said, there is a chain of redress that we have in the church. So at the local level, if you have an issue, I think the first point of call will be to probably contact your PPC chair to see if he could intervene to address the issue, if the issue is with father, to see if it could be addressed. If that cannot be addressed, then you escalate it to the dean. The dean will see if he can make some interventions.
Let me give shout outs to the dean of Behedini, very reverend father Otim Bewa. Oh my God! The dean of deans.
Good. So you go to the dean. If the dean cannot resolve the issue, it is escalated to the vicar general.
Okay.
And if the vicar general cannot handle the issue, it ultimately goes to the bishop for it to be resolved.
Do we still have vicar general in Accra?
Oh,
you're not
yes.
talking just about Accra.
No,
We have-
in the case of
Yes,
Accra,
yes,
you have a
yes,
vicar
yes.
general.
Oh,
The two-
we
the
have
two-
two vicar
the
vicars
two-
general.
Check and message me just after them, no. Do we still, like after
No,
if
they
there
are-
was like a
they are
vicar
the
general
vicars.
like Father Henry, do we go?
I mean, say vicar general, no one tears here.
Yeah, trust
let me give an example. I mean, to this what Father just said. So I was a secretary at a church, and the PPC were sort of fighting the priest because they felt some financial malfeasances were going on. Yes, and this
And your father, what the yanka?
and this
Two time. What the yanka?
and this priest too, he had just come to the place and he felt no, I wasn't, and he one day at mass brought some financials ready to the people and made them know that this is what has been going on, and it was never him. Hey, the next week, next 2 weeks, we give collection, then the PPC chairperson will come and take the collection away and go.
Hey.
Yeah. And I cry here. So I happened to be the person who was sort of not a mediator, but I was called to the meetings whenever they attended any meeting. First, we went to the dean. Yes, he was the person was the dean at that time. We went there and they both narrated their stories. And you see, during such times, I was in a very difficult situation because I'm with people who this priest will go and later on we're there with them. And this priest too is also a friend of me. You understand? He's my friend.
I found out what?
He's my friend.
Stop it.
Don't worry. Don't
Stop,
worry.
stop it.
Coffee. And so now we're going to be real. You understand? He's my friend.
Yeah, in
And
front of you.
I was. He's a friend of me. So I was very. I was so much careful with what I would say, and what besides me.
So when in the crack say you have witnessed the
I
mechanisms
have
in place
witnessed a mechanism
before.
Exactly.
Okay.
Now, okay.
But Kofi, the mechanism say, a lot of times, like I said earlier, people don't want to use these mechanisms. But for a priest, what's some could bishop? Easy.
So ahead. So
That
ahead.
one. That one.
So
There. I
ahead.
can bear you. I can bear with us. Say
So
as a
ahead.
priest, what's some could do in why?
I have
But I think that the Archbishop has made a complaint at one of the mass. I think it was ordination or something, stating that a lot of times they complain that, I mean, the parishioners, lay faithful complain that he doesn't deal with matters, but in actual fact, those matters do not get to his desk. What I say? I said, "What bueniegu inyama biso and the air koso," but it never gets to him. So if it never gets to him, can you jump the gun and go to him directly?
It depends.
Like I have the contact of
No personal
my
relationship.
friend or say, "Father, Charlie, the priest way here, father." Hey, be you the
I think he will tell you to go through the proper channel.
No,
you see,
I mean,
we must follow the lay down channels. Of course, there may be one issue or the other that you feel strongly about it, that you want to go directly to the bishop. Depending on what the issue is, he could refer you to someone else to see if it could be handled. Remember that he is the ultimate person. So that if it gets to him directly and it doesn't go your way, you may be disappointed how it is handled. But if it goes through the channels, it is better handled than just going directly to the Archbishop. Okay. There are a few other things that when it happens, there is also another channel. For instance, when it comes to say sexual misconduct or a child abuse, there is also another channel that we have set up, an office that handles that. So in those because it deals with people's confidentiality, there is also another channel that is followed in the church.
Father, the topic you just raised is very important to us.
Menko.
However, we'll go there. However, for now, I want to give a special shout out to our sponsors. Oh, please.
Okay.
Sponsors. Our sponsors. And if you're joining us, there's the Vibe podcast. And today's conversation is on the Clergy versus Laity. We've had a very extensive conversation so far. Very special shout outs to our host, the one hosting us for this podcast, Eagle Eye Projects and Production. Yes, Eagle Eye Projects and Events, into projects, events, brands, reputation, production, live streaming, and rentals. And you can get to them on 055-222-2266. 055-222-2266. Right. We'll take a short break and then we'll come back. This is still the Vibely podcast. We're having a conversation on the Clergy versus the Laity. Special shout outs to all our sponsors. We say thank you so much for your support. Treasure Marks, to Echelon Engineering, Quality for Less, and then Eagle Eye Events and Production, Eagle Eye Projects and Events. They say they be a they make sense, but you know where to go when you want to have your podcast and all your events. Father, we want to come back to the conversation we're having on, initially we were talking about the mechanisms in place the church has put in place for priests to be checked in the church, which you've mentioned, from the dean to from the
PPC
PPC
first, yeah.
to the dean to the vicar general, and then to
The bishop.
the ordinary, the bishop. Right. Let's go to the laity.
Yeah, the laity.
How does the church, how do you deal with the laity? One, difficult laities. Two, laity. Does the church even excommunicate people who get pregnant? I know there's a church that if you get pregnant, you are
Not the Catholic Church.
asked
No, but why
to
is
sit
he asking this?
outside.
What's the relevance of that?
Meaning,
we're
so when
talking
you
about?
will be
No,
there,
say
not
laity.
culture.
No, I mean,
Why did you can tell me who they are?
oh no, I meant say pure, pure. Yes, my father. How do you priests? How do you administrators deal with
Good.
the laity?
So we must understand that we all have different temperaments. And once we understand each other's temperament, we will be more tolerable when it comes to other people who are different from us. And so the first point is engagement. Why is this person proposing a different viewpoint from mine? What are the issues? Is the person talking about issues or talking about personalities? So that if you find it as a priest, if I find it difficult to understand the other person, the lay person, can I involve maybe the executive of the parish council to come in and resolve whatever differences I would have with such a person? I think that would be a good point, and I'm sure the wisdom of your executive will come to the fore in resolving such matters. I don't think it should be escalated even further. But again, if it is escalated further because there doesn't seem to be any understanding and compromise, the dean is the next place that we can go and see how we can resolve an issue between a lay person and the priests.
But does it end at the dean
Oh, it's the same channel.
or it goes to the
It can
Yeah,
go
Father,
up.
what is the worst? What is the worst that can ever happen
You go
to
to Rome.
a laity
Pope.
Uh,
in terms of
An issue.
an issue?
it depends on what the
the
issue
issue
is.
Can a laity be sacked from the church?
Excommunicated.
Excommunicated.
Sacked from the church.
You see, excommunication.
Sacked.
Excommunication and sack may be two different things.
Thank you.
So like I say that look, leave the church. I cannot say you should leave the church doesn't belong to me. The church belongs to Jesus Christ, not even the bishop.
Oh no, but we've had instances where priests will say, "Freemasonry equal, PA, equal."
That is because of, it's emotionally charged.
Yeah.
But no priest has the authority to say that leave the church. Okay. But you see, excommunication is a legal process. And it takes a very long time to be able to effect that. Because you have to, it is only Rome that can issue, it's only the bishop that can, the Pope that can issue an edict of excommunication. And so it goes through a long process. You have to write through to the nuncio. He has to take it. He has to do all his investigations, send the documents to Rome. A lot of investigations are done, and it takes a long time. And for very grave reasons, not because you have a disagreement with a lay person, so you want the person to be excommunicated. Please, that will not happen.
What are some of the examples of very grave, so that we see that?
I
So
wanted
Martin
to-
Luther.
No, I wanted to ask regards to the Matters of Uganda issue. Assuming those who did that heinous crime were found, what would have been their faith?
And they were Catholic.
Yes,
But
those
the
who did the shit
bombing.
I've
bombing.
not
I
read.
didn't want to see the S word. Those who did the bombing.
Sorry, no.
Yes, so those in the church
I
who did
thought, okay.
who did that act, assuming they were found
What I said,
or they were known
person.
person.
You see, there are certain sins that are called reserved sins.
Wow.
Okay, if you attempt to kill the Pope,
Attempt.
it is a reserved sin.
Wow.
If you say desecrate
The altar or the church.
altar or the Holy Communion, it is reserved sin. So those ones are reserved for the Pope
Okay.
or the bishop.
Okay.
But you see, the church is also a mother.
Exactly.
So that kind of reconciliation, forgiveness, like the example you cited, was to reconcile the people. Could you have imagined what would have happened if the church had to go legal
Yeah,
on those
people,
issues?
yeah.
It would have destroyed that church.
Yeah.
But because the church is a mother, the church will always want to bring her children back. Like we have in our local adage, if your child soils your tie, you
lap,
don't
or-
cut it
Yeah.
off. Okay, so that is the nature of the church. The church is, first of all, a mother, but we must also recognize that there are sanctions for certain
Certainly.
things that we do. You know, good. But the church will always temper justice with mercy when it comes to dishing out these sanctions.
So, Father, still on these issues and how we redress. I know that for some priests, if maybe the priest has an issue with a laity, and maybe another priest comes in to mediate, as a by de facto, the priest is expecting that the other priest will be on his side because they are all priests. I know priests who have been offended with fellow priests because an issue came, and then it seemed as if
You on the side
the
of the
priest
what?
was on the side of the laity, and the other priest was
That's all in
offended.
their semper.
The other priest was offended because maybe he feels like you're my brother priest, we are brothers. So
Which
why would you
conceal certain
why
things,
would you be on the side of the priest? So that is where I think sometimes the reality hits in from the ideal situation. What do you have to say about something like that? Is that priest right in saying that, okay, because you're my fellow priest, I don't expect that in any issue you would back a laity against me? How do we navigate those kind of waters?
Good. It also happens with even lay people, but it is important that whoever is mediating will make it clear from the beginning that, look, we are here to resolve an issue, so that if the priest is wrong, he is wrong. Wrong is wrong. It doesn't matter who commits it. Right is right. It doesn't matter who is involved. So that we all start. It's not as if because I'm a priest, I'm going to defend the wrong of a priest. Not at all. By virtue of my ordination, I am supposed to speak the truth. It doesn't matter who is involved. And so we should be able to call people and to call issues by their real names, so that it gives us an opportunity to reflect on our actions.
Yeah.
Could we have done better than we did? But you see, we are human beings, and because of our closeness and because of our collegiality, you'll be tempted. But because you see, in that position, you are mediating an issue. It is different from when you have called your brother priest in private and reprimanding him for what he has done. That is different. But once you are dealing with a particular issue, we stay with the issue, so that if the priest is wrong, he is wrong. He must be called to order that, my brother, this one, I don't think that you did well. But at the end of the day, is to reconcile the laity and the clergy, because we cannot do without each other.
Yeah.
That is what forms the church. So the end goal is to have that unity, and that fabric that binds us together as a church is intact. So it doesn't matter whether it offends the priest or it offends the laity. The truth must be said, and it must be said in charity.
Yeah.
And love.
And love.
Yeah.
There's Obaso
Yeah,
Bill.
yes. Father,
There's
Yes.
something on my mind. If I don't say it, right now
you
to
say it,
go.
say it.
But you say it.
Father, in as much as priests, you have emotions and all that. I think priests should be very, very not careful, but a bit
Yes, yeah. I always two
how should I
priests
put
for
it?
full. Two priests Munti.
Honestly, this is why you're Mr. Usu in
Yes,
Of
I'm
course,
married.
it's
now.
Of course.
Or the left in the castle.
Oh no. Because of the mic, I cannot be.
There be also someone in Rengo. Hey, Father, you let me ask my question. Oh, advice. No, I'm the host, but you advise.
They should. I mean, exercise some bit of leniency with the laity because certain things some priests do, it deters laity from even taking communion from you, priest. Times, and supposing you are the only priest celebrating at that point in time, and that person doesn't come for communion from you. You know
Now,
the
that comes back to what I was saying, that person is refusing to use the mechanisms and is holding a grudge.
You know something?
The person, wait. The person is holding a grudge like it's property. Do you get it? Yeah. But if you have a grievance with your priest, he's the holy priest. You feel you don't receive communion from him, then address the issue
Do you know something?
and have it resolved.
There are some issues we cannot talk on
See,
this
there
channel,
are certain
right?
priests that is not the first, not the second, not the third, and you are not the first person that's happened to you.
Yeah.
We will talk about it.
But nobody's escalating.
Yeah, no one is
then.
exactly.
That means nobody's escalating.
It's called,
has been
it's called,
escalated,
no,
but
it's,
still,
no, it's
the
called bystander
issue still
effect.
persists.
No, it was escalated. Did you go to all the channels?
It's
to
called
the
bystander
top. To the
effect.
top.
It's called by. I
Okay,
say,
then we will
I
go.
think this person has done it. This person has. I say, it's rumor
Yeah,
around, but
yeah.
no one. It's
No, but it wasn't escalated.
until it is.
It must be dealt with. Let's also advise our people that when there are issues, get it resolved.
Yeah.
Like I'm saying, don't hold like it's property.
No, but imagine,
it's not going to appreciate-
there's a
I get your
situation.
point.
Remember, there's a situation. Sometimes at Metal I say, I understand them. There's a situation, right? I'm a married woman. Okay, I'm a married woman, and then if I should escalate this matter, I was going to ask Father on the confidentiality and how they protect the people from being known and all that. There's an issue of excuse me. It's an issue of a priest making advances to a married woman. And I feel that if I, the married woman, escalate this matter, exactly,
I don't know. Say worry.
Oh, Chairman.
that,
No, I don't know. Say
you
worry.
get it.
No, blame
It's-
you.
Father, it's going to bring people talking about my marriage. It's going to bring people talking about my family.
But how did you escalate it? Father, sorry, I'm taking a wind out of your sail.
Yes, you see, that is why there is confidentiality in these matters.
How confidential
So
is
that-
that confidentiality?
You see, let me tell you one thing. For instance, if you come to me for confession and I divulge what you come and discuss with me, I am automatically excommunicated.
Yes.
That is how serious breaking the seal of confidentiality is.
That's communicated. So one of the places you can have this conversation is in confession.
No, not
No,
necessarily.
not necessarily in
not
confession.
Not necessarily.
You can't.
You see, we have what we call the internal forum and then the external forum.
Okay.
The confession is in the internal forum, but the confession is not the only internal forum. If you come to me for counseling, it is internal forum.
Yeah.
I cannot divulge whatever you come
Yes.
to discuss with me to another person.
Yeah.
So that if the example you are citing, that person should go and see a priest, probably the parish priest or the dean, and explain that, Father, this is what has happened, and I want you to treat it with the confidentiality it deserves.
Yes. And it will be done.
And it will be done.
It's very
Because
simple,
if he
speaking
breaks
that way.
that
It seems simple, but it's not
confidentiality,
simple.
it has serious
But
consequences.
Ghanaians really have trust issues, but you, Luis, come inside. I'm
What
not
I wanted to
come
say,
inside.
what I
Come
wanted
inside.
to
Yeah.
say is that I don't think people know that these are the things they are supposed to do.
Indeed.
And
Indeed.
that's where I lay the blame at the priest. You get it? Because I don't think the information has
But
got.
that's why we're also having these conversations.
Yeah. Of course, this is helping.
Yeah.
But I think they should do more to let people know that, okay, if there's an issue, these are the things you can do. These are the. I don't think people know. As I said, the example I cited, they just didn't know that you could go and see the dean
Yeah.
to get the issues addressed. They just thought, okay, they are also priests. Let me just do my thing, get their attention, and then see what happens.
Sometimes
That's
the
all.
only redress they are looking for is to sack to get the priest
Get
out
the priest,
of the community.
you get it.
That's
That's the only thing.
But
Because
Father-
they don't know that the issues can be addressed at certain levels. So I think that we should make the information available to the masses. That it can even be printed. I think almost every church has a notice board. Let's just print. I don't know if whether maybe the order will come from the
yeah.
bishop. Let's just print. Talk to
No,
this
but
person when there's an issue.
there's been a
Calls
communication.
will be-
No,
That's the thing.
there's actually
Some
been
people
a
don't even know
communication,
their
guys.
dreams.
There's been
Some
a
people don't know
communication,
their dreams.
especially on the sexual bit, where the archdiocese released the communication on how to report these
Exactly.
I
issues.
see. And we are brofu be bring. Come find a kind.
Real. I understand
One
Louis.
kind,
I
yeah.
understand
But not
Louis
everybody
that
can
we are
read
not
and write. Our
trumpeting
market women,
these
our mothers,
mechanisms.
You have a
like
point, yeah.
Unya.
they can't read and write. Brofu na dosu, Catholic brofu.
This is to the secretary. Hey, I'm not trying to water it down small for us.
Catch Elvis.
I want to wrap up quickly, but Father, you belong to the Association of Accra Archdiocese.
When you say
Archdiocese
you belong to the
He's
necessary, he
the
has a
president.
choice. No, you're saying like he has a choice. He's a priest, so by de facto, of course, you.
My father is there.
He's
choice?
a diocesan priest,
No,
and so
is that
he is
choice?
part of it.
Yes.
It is those who are diocesan priests.
Exactly.
Father, do you have a constitution, right, that makes room for a disciplinary committee that addresses issues when it comes to things
Emanating from
dealing
the
with
parishes.
yes.
You see, as an association, we have a constitution that has disciplinary rules when any of our members go foul to those rules. But what you are talking about is beyond our association. It
yeah.
is in the purview of the archdiocese,
Okay.
and the archdiocese has got rules like that. We have a diocesan status that was launched, I think, about 2-3 years ago. It's a very bulky document that has got a whole section on discipline, sanctions, what to be done in various situations. Like Louis is saying, I think that we need to talk a lot more about how to get redress for. I don't think we've spoken a lot about it. So, I mean, some parishioners may not know these things, but I think that whenever any of these things happen, the first point of call should be to the elders of the church. They may know the line of redress and be able to guide you
Father,
as
Ibn
to
Kranimu.
what to be done.
Maybe Muni. Elders maybe Muni.
It
Very
reminds me of-
diabolical people.
It reminds me of
It's
the
true.
statement our parish priest made when he was being installed a parish priest, that he runs an open door policy and all that and when you have an issue you can come to him and have it addressed. I've had an issue with a certain priest. I've not been able to go to him because I fear it's going to mar
The image of
our
a priest.
relationship.
Okay.
Like, oh, Matiti in Semafa, Charlie, Father, Charles. Matiti in Semafa, I don't think it's a.
Go catch her name.
But sometimes you feel like, oh, catch I feel now, Uber pipe and
Debut. One
become an
catch
informant.
one catch so you're doing a disservice to him. You know, you can also, you don't have to be a priest.
It doesn't look like he doesn't know.
Relax. He may know.
He knows.
Yes,
You
but-
may-
but
Very
that,
stubborn guy.
that is true. So that even if you cannot approach him, get someone else, probably a priest, and see how
that
the
priest
conversation can go. Because you see, at the end of the day, it affects the spirit of the clergy and the spirit of the church. Look, now the church has become a global village. If some scandal happens in Azerbaijan, it affects us here in Ghana. So why should we sit down for something to be festering amongst us and it is all rumors and At the end of the day, it kills the spirit of the church. So we should gather the courage to raise these issues. Even if we cannot, let's get someone else who can better address the issue with the person concerned. I mean, it is our Christian charity to do that. God will hold us responsible if we do not raise these issues.
Father,
All right.
This is on the lower side.
30
See,
seconds.
By per experience, don't go.
You should
Don't go. See, when you go, these are the thoughts. One, of you're coming to tell me. 2, I know of some priests who will even be at loggerheads with you once you've come to tell him that?
Yeah.
You cannot use the exception as the rule.
Oh, but you
The
see,
fact that
But
no,
you
relax.
have done your Christian duty. That is all. It doesn't matter
Whether
how
you-
he
Well,
feels. You have done your Christian duty.
It's
Otherwise,
difficult sometimes.
God is going to hold you
But it's going to-
responsible.
I really understand.
But who
I
said
really
it was- who said
understand,
it's supposed to be
Father.
easy?
Guys,
and then it was this way there.
I'm wrapping up. In short, what are your messages to our priests, to our laity?
Okay, so
30
what I want to
seconds.
say to our priest
30
and to our lady is that the priests, we are your children, and
Hey.
yes, are we not their children?
Okay, to us.
Yes, and I think you should. I mean, Montomo Bomaye, we will falter at some point, and just get us closer. Get us closer. If there is anything, let's iron it out and live as a family. Because if not, then the church will gradually be diminished to something else. Sure.
Diminish what you say. All right, Louis.
It's like everybody's talking priest. Let me go. I'm for the priest now. I think, yeah, I'm for the priest. I'm going for the priest. I think the laity should calm down, because sometimes they don't have the full picture. They don't have the full information. And it is very easy for you to react based on half truths and half information. So whenever there's an issue, whenever you hear something, just calm down. You can always approach your priest. Always try and speak to your priest. If you think that will probably not work, you can escalate it. Go and see the dean. Go and see the vicar generals. Try and then iron out the issues. Don't and the protest or bombing. I don't think those things should be done. It doesn't
church,
portray the church in a good way. And we should also remember as laity that the church is a spiritual body. It's not like whatever you are doing to Christ. So you should be very mindful of the things you do to the church, because you're not doing it to the priest or to the building. You are doing it to Christ.
Yeah.
And I believe strongly that there will be repercussions and consequences for it. So we should be very careful. At the very least, as well in the Catholic Church, Universal, if you have a problem and you don't, just go to a different parish. Moses on anti-baby, go to a different parish and then.
But that's it.
Remember,
Tema the graft. Alfred.
So I would want to say that every priest or every clergy has been a lay faithful before. And not all lay faithful can become priests. So yes. So
The cross effect.
let's take care of what we have. Others are praying for what we have. So let's cherish what we have and work in harmony. And I believe we'll be able to achieve whatever we want to achieve as a community. Thank you.
Thank you very much. And a lot of times I forget, but executive producer.
Hey, Rana, my name has disappeared. Okay, so I think what I would say cuts across both priest and laity. I think that we should try as hard as possible not to let our weaknesses come to bear in the church. Sabi, again, we Jimmy and Jimmy were bunting. Remember, Jimmy was already. Like Louis said, this is the body of Christ. Anything that you are doing is going to affect Christ.
Sure.
So let us try. You see, if we know ourselves, let us, open ourselves to be checked by other people so that our weaknesses can be minimized, so that it doesn't affect the body of the church, because there cannot be that separation. As Father said, we need each other. Father said that without the laity, there's no priest. Without the priest, what will we do? What do we also do? Go to the communities whereby they see priest once a quarter.
You pray to
We are spoiled. we are spoiled. We see priest every time. So we need to collaborate and work together and realize that this is the body of Christ. We cannot allow anything to mar it. With us.
Thank you very much, executive producer, and then we'll have Father tell us his last words on the clergy and the priest. Father, your last words.
Thank you very much. And let me end by saying that we need each other. The church is complete with the priests and the laity, and it must be a collaborative effort. There will be disagreements, but when these disagreements come, let's sit down as matured people and see how we can resolve it, so that the unity of the church will continue to be paramount. At the end of the day, it is our salvation that we are all looking for. We all want to get to heaven. That is why we are in this business. And we don't want anything to mar our getting into heaven. So we must be ready to reconcile and to move on as a church so that our struggle here will not be in vain. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Can we give it up for Father? Let's give it up for Father. Thank you so much, Reverend Father. Very, 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 very Reverend Father. Henry Ahorlu, President of the Association of Priests in the Archdiocese of Accra. And then the pastor of St. Francis of Assisi, Ashali Botri. Today's conversation has been on the clergy versus the laity. My last words would be that I think to the laity, we have a role.
Since when do you have last word?
For this, I want to.
No, you
I
don't
want
have
to.
to. When
No.
Charles finishes and the priest summarizes it, we are done.
No.
Right. I think we all have a role to pray. To pray for our priests. Yes.
I thought you
we
were going
need
to say that we have a role to play and our dear father.
No. To pray for our priests.
Okay.
Reason is that sometimes they hide behind their humans and all that, but I feel it is God that has called them, and God can call them to order, and so we have a role to play.
Exactly.
When it comes to this, in praying for our priests, and also to our priests, we beg you shouldn't use the humble and your authority to attack the laity. It is not during homely time. That is when you are coming to
instigate and castigate.
Exactly.
We beg. And you owe it to the one who called you to live the life of Christ. I mean, he called you to live like Christ. And so sometimes when you're forgetting yourself, I think you should go on a retreat.
But Christ didn't take it so.
As a can't say Charlie. So on that note,
but you're emotional.
My very emotional, Charlie, guys. My name is Kofi Tagbon. This is the Vibe League podcast. What I'm wearing is Aura. I'm not allowed to do this, but this is Aura from
the mic is blocking you.
The Chapel Inc. And
the mic is blocking what
you're
showing them.
Yeah, this is Aura. Oh, executive producer, I want to cry. Aura.
How much is it?
Oh, it depends on when you're buying it. So yeah.
Who is
it's
buying
it? And it's done by Treasure Max, but it is under the Chapel Inc. We say thank you so much to Eagle Eye Events and Projects and Events. Eagle Eye Projects and Events. There's a project, events, brands, reputation, production, live streaming, and rentals. You can get in touch on 055-222-2266, 055-222-2266. Special shout outs to Echelon Engineering, then to all security and engineering needs. Electrical engineering, we'll give them an opportunity to come and talk about Echelon Engineering. I always see they are my personal sponsors, but I ask them, and then to Treasure Max for all our branding needs, and also Wemocraft goes into quality footwears and bags. Please, who have I not given shout outs to?
Me.
Louis is a true one. Thank you, Father, for coming through for us. Thank you so much, Father, and God richly
Father,
bless you.
thank you. Father, thank you.
And then the catch Father. Right, please do follow us on all our socials at Calyx for social media on Instagram, Facebook, and Instagram. We're on X, formerly Twitter, as Calyx Vibes GA. So when I say CSM, we say vibes. We're signing out and CSM vibes. Great.